So this one says, a train ride is 8 hours long. Every 2/3 of an hour, the conductor checks on the passengers. How many times during the trip will the conductor check the passengers? So, the train ride is 8 hours long. The conductor checks on the passengers every 2/3 of an hour. Okay? How many times does the conductor check on the passengers? So I'm going to use a picture kind of like the last one just to kind of represent if we have a journey that is 8 hours long. Let's see, 0, put 8 over here. Okay, if I have a journey that's 8 hours long and the conductor checks on the passengers every 2/3 of an hour, I can draw a picture that shows what 2/3 of an hour is going to look like. And I'm going to use some highlighters to represent that, the every 2/3 of an hour, so I can show you what it means. Okay, but first I'm going to split, I just split each individual piece, 0 to 1, into 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 1 to 2 into 3 pieces, 2 to 3 into 3 pieces, and so on all the way down so that I have thirds all the way down the line. Okay, and I have a highlighter and a red marker I'm going to use to help show this. Okay, so I have 0, starting at 0, in 2/3 of an hour the conductor is going to check on them. So that's 2 of my thirds that are there. Okay, and then here, in the next 2/3 of an hour, he's going to check on him again. So that's twice he's checked on him within an hour and a third. Okay? Then within 2 hours, he's going to have checked on them 3 times. And then I'll go 2 more. And I'm going to keep doing that until I've highlighted or marked my entire thing. Then I'll show you what the mathematical equation for this would be. So again, I'm just marking every 2 marks, every 2/3 of an hour, because that is how often he's checking on them. And I'm just alternating colors to show you that they're different so that we can see the differences. There's really no need for different colors except that I want to be able to show you the differences that are there. So in this case we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times the conductor is going to check on the passengers throughout the course of the train ride. Okay, so that is one way that you could solve this problem. Another way you could look at it is if you're not really a visual person and you're like, just show me the math. Okay, the train ride was 8 hours long, so that was kind of our total. And then he checks on them every 2/3 of an hour, and so he needs to divide up the train ride by 2/3, split it into 2/3 pieces, and figure out how many times he's going to need to check on the passengers. So he could divide that by 2/3. And when we do that, 8 divided by 2/3, okay, that's the same as if I said 8 over 1. And then I'm going to keep that, change my sign, flip my fraction like this. 8 and 2 have something in common, so I'm going to simplify those two. And 8 and 2 are both divisible by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 2 divided by 2 is 1. When I get that, then I have nothing else I can simplify here. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 1 is 1. And I'm going to end up with 12. Either way, the correct answer to this equation, to this problem, is 12.